Yesterday, I met my boyfriend's barber, and I had no idea he spoke so highly about me. Okay, so some background. My boyfriend's birthday is next week, and I am historically terrible at gifts. 3 years together, and I have given this man a sweater he never wore, a watch he lost in a month, and a cooking class we both agreed to never speak of again. This year, I wanted to actually get it right. Now, here is the thing you need to know about my boyfriend. He is completely ridiculous about his hair. Not in a vain way, in a loyal way. There are at least a dozen barbershops between our apartment and his barber, and he drives 40 minutes past every single one of them, twice a month, rain or shine. He books his haircuts before he books our anniversary dinners. One time, before his cousin's wedding, he let a random barber near his head because of a scheduling emergency. He still brings it up. It has been 2 years. He calls it the incident. If you ask him why he stays loyal, he gives you a whole speech. The fade, the conversation, the hot towel at the end. Honestly, I think that chair is his version of therapy, so it hit me. The one thing this man truly loves, besides me hopefully, is that chair in that shop. So I decided to gift him an entire year of haircuts. Prepaid. Every 2 weeks, all covered for his birthday. I drove to the shop on my lunch break to set it up. I was weirdly nervous, like I was meeting his family. The place is old school. Clippers buzzing, a little radio in the corner, that talc smell. I waited for a break between clients, walked up, and before I could even open my mouth to introduce myself, the barber smiled and said, "You must be the girlfriend." I froze. Apparently my boyfriend shows him pictures of me, constantly. Even the one from our hiking trip where I am sunburned and clearly mad about it. Then this man I had never met started listing things about my life, my promotion, and how proud my boyfriend was when I got it. How I laugh at my own jokes before I get to the punchline. How I stayed up until 2 in the morning helping him practice for a job interview. How I steal his fries and then deny it. How my boyfriend calls me the smart one. I was standing in the middle of a barbershop trying not to cry in front of 3 strangers in capes. Then the barber lowered his voice and leaned in. He said, "Can I tell you something? He has been coming in every 2 weeks lately. His hair doesn't grow that fast." My stomach dropped. For a second, my brain went to the worst places. Was something wrong? Was he stressed? Was he hiding something bad? I asked what he meant. He said my boyfriend just sits in the chair and asks him questions about marriage because the barber has been married for 31 years. My boyfriend asks him things like, "How did you know she was the one? How did you propose? What actually matters after the wedding day is over?" The barber said he gives him the same answer every time. "Marry your best friend. The rest is noise." He also said that in 3 decades of cutting hair, he has never had a client take notes on his phone before. And then the part that ended me. He said that during the last visit, my boyfriend pulled out his phone, showed him a photo of a ring, and asked if he thought I would like it. The barber told him, "She is going to love it." Then he looked right at me and said, "I wasn't wrong, was I? I do not even remember paying." I know I did because I have the receipt for a full year of haircuts, and I know my hands were shaking because the barber gently took the card from me and ran it himself. Then I sat in my car in that parking lot for 15 minutes, staring at the steering wheel, replaying it over and over. She is going to love it. I could not call my best friend. I could not call my mom because it is not my secret to tell. It is his. That week was the hardest acting of my life. He would smile at his phone and put it away when I walked by, and I would pretend I did not notice. He said he had errands on Saturday and came home with nothing. I said nothing, and suddenly 100 tiny things from the past month made sense. The extra shifts he picked up, the way he got weird when I borrowed his phone. Every night we sat on the couch acting completely normal, both of us carrying something huge, neither of us saying a word. Then his birthday dinner came. Nothing fancy, just his favorite spot. I slid the gift card across the table and told him every haircut for the next year was covered. "You guys," this grown man teared up at the table. He said it was the best gift anyone has ever given him. Then, for 1 second, his face flickered, like he was doing the math on what exactly the barber might have told me. I kept my face perfectly blank, Olympic level blank. He relaxed, laughed, kept shaking his head, and held my hand across the table like I hung the moon. And I just smiled because he has no idea what I know. He thinks he is the only one keeping a secret.